at those schools today. Police said they would take those threats very seriously. There's presence there, and I talked to a couple of grade 11 students outside Chinguacousy this morning, and they said they have noticed stepped up to the inside as well.
Whenever we kind of go to the washrooms or anything, we're directed to go directly there, come directly back. We're taking precautions to stay safe and stuff like that. No trying to go to other classes and see your friends or anything like that, you know.
That's different than usual?
Yeah, that is different than usual. Normally in high school, people try to go to the washroom, see their friends and stuff. Now it's more like everyone has to stay in their own room.
And has that been all week or just today?
Today and yesterday.
They said they've also noticed some more security guards in the hallways, and the principal keeping an eye on who's coming in and out the front door, and the principal also putting out an announcement saying students should not let anybody they don't recognize into the school. So clearly a lot of stepped up presence, but the students I talked to say in terms of being stressed out about it, not really. They say it's just a regular day at school, and they're all counting down the minutes to March break anyway. Reported live, Nolan Qureshi, City News.
Well, staying with some education news, Education Minister Stephen Lecce announced today that high school students will soon have to take a technical education course in order to graduate. The province is framing the move as a way to get more young people in the skilled trades. Now, starting with those entering grade 9 in September of 2024, high schoolers will have to take a technological education course covering sectors like construction, computer tech, manufacturing, and communication.
City News Time, 12:37. We're following breaking news from Ottawa. We now know when the federal government will be unveiling its next budget. Moments ago, Finance Minister Chrystia Freeland announced in the House of Commons that she will table her fiscal plan on Tuesday, March 28th. It will come just days after the official state visit from U.S. President Joe Biden, and at a time the country is facing a cost of living crisis. The federal government has signaled it will be looking at the possibility of more targeted supports for struggling Canadians, but also tightening spending. Stay with City News 680 for more on this developing story.
Well, it turns out the country's labor market continues to add jobs in a big way.
The nearly 22,000 jobs gained in February followed the outsized 150,000 jobs the labor market added in January and nearly 70,000 back in December. But the big issue for policymakers is that wage inflation continues to climb because the economy remains red hot. Royce Mendez is the managing director and head of macro strategy at Desjardins.
Across all the statistics released today, the one that really stands out is the wage growth number, accelerating on a year-over-year basis to 5.4%. When the Bank of Canada looks at wage growth, it's trying to gauge whether it's consistent with 2% inflation. Of course, if wage growth is going up, businesses often pass along those costs.
Well, the Bank of Canada held steady on interest rates this month if it sees wage inflation and the overall cost of living continuing to climb. The thinking is they'll be raising interest rates again early in April. For the City News Business Center, I'm Mike Apple.
Rosedale Valley Road will be closed this weekend.
After 2 delays, the planned closure of Rosedale Valley Road will be in place starting at midnight. Rosedale Valley Road will be totally shut down from Park to Bayview. The Glen Road pedestrian bridge will be removed during this time. Later in the year, there'll be another 2 closures to put in a new bridge. The road should be open by 6 o'clock Monday morning. This closure was originally set to be done in early February, but had to be postponed after crews discovered a sewer line underneath the work zone. Then it was set up for last weekend, where it was delayed again due to the recent snowstorm. The removal and reconstruction of the bridge, which runs across the Rosedale Valley Ravine, is part of a larger construction project that's been in place since May of last year. It's all expected to be done later this year. Jordan Kerr, City News.
And coming up, we'll take a look at your gas price update.
City News Time, 12:39.
Start your day off right with the perfect blend of sweets and savories. McDonald's bacon, egg, and cheese, sausage, egg, and cheese, and chicken McGriddle sandwiches. All your breakfast cravings between 2 warm griddle cakes with a taste of maple. Available at McDonald's until 11 a.m. Your career is one of the most important decisions that you'll ever make. Choose a program that leads to a meaningful career in social, community, or justice services. You can make a difference. We are here to help you succeed. Apply now at humber.ca/make-a-difference.
And now the City News gas price update. Enpro predicts the price will drop 4 cents at midnight to $1.45.9 a liter at most GTA stations.
City News Time, 12:40.
Ignoring a problem means ignoring the solution to that problem. Is that a good thing? The problem is your work from home setup is a mess. So why don't you do something about it? AGM can turn your basement into a home office from just $800 a month.
Imagine how much more productive you're going to be when you have your own space. Do it. Call now and save $5,000.
At BDC, we know being an entrepreneur means always being ready to take on challenges and seize opportunities. Get up to $100,000 with our small business loan to make your projects a reality. Simple, quick, and with no application fees, the BDC online loan offers you flexibility to protect your cash flow with favorable repayment terms. Apply now at bdc.ca/online loan. Certain conditions apply. BDC, financing, advising, know-how.
News time, 12:41.
Time for traffic and weather together. Craig here. I am so sorry. Carrie. All right. You know what? Next one. Third time's the charm.
She's out to get you. I'm absolutely convinced she's going to get you.
Well, it is a wonky day out on the roads for sure. This report is brought to you by Metro. We just got a call from a traffic spotter about a problem on the eastbound QEW at Trafalgar. There's a vehicle in the ditch. And don't see that on the cameras yet, but I can see the delays. It's already really jammed up here now on the eastbound QEW from approaching 3rd line to Trafalgar. No emergency crews on the scene yet, as far as we know. Now, if you're traveling up the northbound Don Valley Parkway, it's busy from Bloor to York Mills, but no problems along the way. Westbound on the 401 gets jammed up from the 404 in the Express and from Leslie and the Collectors to Avenue Road. And then we have delays west of the city from Mavis and the Express to Winston Churchill, and busy sections from west of Trafalgar to west of Highway 25. Eastbound on the 401 approaching Guelph line, the center lane is blocked with a stalled truck. So it's jam-packed here on the eastbound 401 from just east of Highway 6 south to approaching Guelph line, and busy across Toronto from the 427 to the 400 Express and Collectors. A minor delay as you head past Keele and the Collectors. The southbound 404 DVP is busy from south of Finch to south of Lawrence, and the westbound Gardner already backed up from just west of Jarvis to west of Jameson. Expect delays westbound QEW from Winston Churchill to Trafalgar, and then traffic slows again as you head past 3rd line. We had reports of a collision westbound on the 407 approaching Appleby. Still looks a bit busy here from Bronte to approaching Appleby. Not sure which lanes are blocked there. On city streets, Major Mackenzie is down to a single lane east of Jane. This is for construction. So westbound Major Mac is jammed from west of Keele to about just west of McNaughton. Enjoy unlimited delivery for 6 months at Metro for 99 cents a week. It's a winter essential. Limited time offer. Certain conditions apply. Details at metro.ca. And now with a look at the forecast in the thick of it on the DVP, here's Carl Lamb.
Thanks, Craig. No, I'm kidding. Thanks, Gary. It is really a bit snowy out here, reducing visibility. I would say it's just about a few kilometers at this point because the winds are so strong. So that's what you're noticing. The snow really picking up for the areas in the west end and out towards Oakville, Burlington, Hamilton. That's where you're going to have those snowfall warnings in place, where you're expecting about 10 to 20 centimeters of snow. Other areas you're expecting about, well, it's pretty wide ranging, 5 to 15 centimeters, just depending on where you are with this system. The closer you are to the west end, that's where you have those higher snowfall totals and temperatures, only getting up to a high of +1 for today, but won't feel like +1 when you factor in the wind. And then it'll be a much calmer weekend ahead. But right now, again, the big story is that there's snow everywhere along with the wind. So that is making for some really tricky travel conditions across the GTA. Right now, it is -1 at Pearson, feels like -9, and our guaranteed high is +1.
City News Time, 12:44. Concerned about the risk of inflation? A financial advisor can help. See why advice matters. Now more than ever. Visit dynamic.ca/advice to learn more.
And now time for the Market Minutes. We go live to the Business Center. Irene Parklet.
And the TSX is down 172 points to 19,914. The losses are broad-based and cover most sectors. Gold stocks would be the notable exception. They are shining brightly with the price of gold up more than $31 to $18.66 an ounce. Crude futures up just over $1 to $76.83 a barrel. On Wall Street, there have been some flip-flopping. That is certainly not the case now. The Dow is down 100 points. The S&P 500 lower by 24. The Nasdaq giving back 96. The Nasdaq and TSX are the worst performers. The loonie is up slightly to 72.50 cents U.S. Business Center, I'm Irene Parklet.
You're suffering from depression.
Motorama is back, presented by eBay Motors.
-1. Feels like -9. Good afternoon. I'm Jasmine Greywall.
And I'm Steve Roberts. Here are the top stories right now.
It's not an easy drive right now with all the snow coming down. A winter weather travel advisory now in effect for the GTA. And Peel police continue to patrol and investigate after a series of violent threats were made against a number of schools across Brampton and Mississauga. And now it's time for sports. Jeff Verhoeven.
Raptors and Lakers tonight from LA. The Raps, the talk of the NBA right now with Fred VanVleet's fine. And all eyes are going to be on the referees during tonight's game. And because it's in LA, it's a 10:30 start. Now, the Raptors are a game and a half back of the Hawks for 8th in the Eastern Conference. The Hawks play the Wizards, who are half a game back of the Raptors. The Maple Leafs are on the ice for practice right now. Some notes ahead of tomorrow's game against Connor McDavid and the Oilers. John Tavares is back. He's centering the third line. No Luke Shen. He's still on baby watch with his wife. And Wayne Simmons is back skating with the team. Only 2 on the NHL schedule tonight. The Blackhawks play the Panthers at 7 o'clock on Sportsnet. The Flames are opposite the Ducks. Meantime, the Philadelphia Flyers, well outside of a playoff spot, have fired GM Chuck Fletcher and replaced him with Daniel Briere in the interim.